In the last video, we completed discussion about how to write your business plan. And today I've come to talk about planning and building your on-demand business. In today's video, I'll majorly talk about selecting on-demand business model and steps in designing and developing your business, bringing your vision from idea to life. While starting this video course series, we started with insights and statistics of the on-demand industry, which is the part 1 of this series. And then we moved on to how to select your on-demand business vertical in the part 2. In the third video, I explained in detail how to write your business plan. And today, in the part 4, as said, I'll discuss about planning and building your on-demand business. So let's start by talking about the factors to keep in mind while planning your on-demand business. It is, these factors are the major reasons why on-demand apps are very popular. Instant satisfaction. I've discussed this a few times in the previous videos also. See, this is the nature of the transactions in the on-demand business that provide instant solution to the problems, or say the inquiries raised by the customers. For example, consider the cab services, or say the home services for that matter. If you've got your sofa set to be cleaned, you place a request using an on-demand home services app. Also, we as customers expect to get our work done instantly, or say at least know the schedule of the serviceman. Also, while ordering food, we have a tracking window of the delivery agent available on a food ordering app. The second option is the wide array of choices. The on-demand services that we use provide us a variety of options to select from. May it be selecting the service provider or say the type of service. Consumers have got all the choices. The third thing is affordable prices. On the top of the choices available, on-demand apps allow us to compare the prices of various providers in real time. This installs transparency, and customers can freely choose the providers they feel offer the best value. So the point I'm trying to make here is that these factors have made our lives easier and have created an irreversible change in our lives. We just can't undo the effect of the on-demand services that we use in our day-to-day life. Can anyone of us stop using food delivery apps, cab booking apps, etc.? I know you all want to yell a big no. So while planning for your on-demand business, considering all these factors, or rather say the nature of the on-demand applications, is very important. Now let's talk about launching an on-demand business. Whether you are a startup solving a real problem or an enterprise tapping into demand or supply trends, it makes sense to create a solution with a business model that is scalable and also profitable. The two key components that need to be determined during the very first stage. One is accurately identifying the problem that you want to solve as a business. This has been already discussed in the part 2 of this video course series, in which I have discussed how to exactly determine the business vertical you want to enter. Second is developing a business model to solve the problem. With this thought, let's dive into discussing the business models that you can consider before you begin. Business model development involves conscious choice among many alternatives for the technology, operations, revenue model, etc. While you can base your model on the specifics of other successful startups, but there is no one-size-fits-all formula. You'll need to understand your market, ranging from cultural, political, economic, and all other influences, in addition to your financing also. So let's come to the models that you can consider. First is on-demand app for your own business. If you already own a business, there's an opportunity to turn it into an on-demand business. For example, suppose you own a restaurant. In that case, you may consider developing an on-demand delivery app that allows you customers to order food and have them delivered to their doorsteps. The second model is on-demand marketplace. In this business model, you can aggregate goods and services. This is the way how Uber, Upwork, Airbnb, companies like this work. The task is here to create a platform that will aggregate the providers. For example, if you develop an on-demand app for grocery delivery, then you can aggregate all the grocers in your location, and you plan to serve and connect them with the right set of customers. The third model is subscription-based model. This is called the pay-as-you-go model. These are quickly becoming the standard models to deliver services. 70% of the business leaders believe that subscription-based business will be the key for the business. A report of Gartner shows that new entrants and the 80% of the existing vendors will soon offer subscription-based services. Now let's come to the very important part of this discussion, is about designing the solution. I want to talk about some businesses that failed as startups and also the reason for their failure. These are namely Chef Nightly, Pronto, HomeJoy, Blackjet, Auto and Cab, and many others. Find the full list and the details about them from the PDF below of this lesson. Major reasons why on-demand businesses have failed are inability to solve real problems, flawed business models, incompetent technology, or inefficient resources also is a very major reason. A very typical example of inability to solve real problems is Pronto. It was a UK-based food delivery service which connected their users with the chefs directly. However good of an idea this must have sounded to the early adopters, they could not, identify the real problem for the consumers. The second example is Blackjet, which is a typical example of flawed business model. It was a celebrity-backed startup with a business model that would sell open seats on private jet flights. It failed due to numerous roadblocks like high flight prices and inconvenient scheduling windows. The next example of failure is about incompetent technology. I'll talk here about Chef Nightly. It's a classic example for that. Its novel approach to on-demand food was to determine what users were in the mood for by letting them choose food categories and learning from their past orders. Instead of, just popping up a preset menu, the algorithm of this technology failed them miserably. The next example is of a house cleaning booking service. That's HomeJoy. It's a typical example of inefficient resources. HomeJoy got into legal battles around classifying workers as independent contractors. The outcome was a slowdown until HomeJoy eventually shut down in 2015. Everyone as business owners and the aspiring entrepreneurs can surely learn from the downfall stories of these companies. And now let's come back to the part of designing the solution. What all options do you have as business owners to consider? Offering choices. You need to determine the number of variables available for the users to select. Say for example, Uber offers the type of cab and also the right to select. Airbnb offers the selection of date range, accommodation type, days, location, etc. There are other on-demand apps that offer extended degree of freedom for the consumers. Second is demand versus supply. Many platforms start on contract base, simply put, gig economy. They set the standard for initial demand in the evolutionary phase and slowly add freelancers. Reliability automatically increases when demand is met by the sufficient supply. The crux is that interaction must happen for an on-demand platform to run. Also, both the seller and consumer should be able to see continuous value addition. Next is scheduled versus instant services. Both these modes of services suit the on-demand business model and have to be selected based on the type of service that you are offering as a business. Instant gratification puts extra pressure on the supply side. Uber is a typical example of instant services and Airbnb is a very typical example of scheduled services. Also, when any service involves delivery, then planning it to outsource or owning a fleet is also a very important part. Lastly, I'll talk about the pricing structure. And needless to mention that pricing plays a very important role while finalizing your business, since it accounts for many business factors like your revenue goals, your marketing objectives, brand positioning, and many other external factors like demand, competitor pricing, and economic trends. These also affect it. And yes, it can be really tough to finalize your pricing. But the decision has to be made based on the on-demand business vertical and the degree of commoditization. In this video, we saw how some of the most prominent startups were able to make it big with the help of the on-demand applications, and how some other emerging startups are following their footsteps, and a few failed, and the reasons also behind the failure. So what are you waiting for? Start building and working on your business plan. And it is never too late to begin, Find the best partner to shape and validate your idea, or connect with us for expert consultation and step-by-step guidance for building your on-demand business. Also, do not forget to download the copy of your PDF of this lesson. In the next, I'll meet to discuss the importance of technology in the business. Till then, goodbye and take care.